During reflow and wave soldering, printed circuit board assemblies are conveyed through an oven with multiple zones. To avoid soldering defects, each part of a PCBA needs to reach and remain at the right temperature and for the right amount of time. That's why Z-axis measures and records a thermal profile for each board. We then use the data to optimize our soldering process. Other manufacturers typically select a standard thermal profile based on the number of board layers, but close enough isn't good enough with time, temperature, and soldering. Time is important because heating a board too quickly can cause splatter and solder balls. Heating too slowly can cause the flux to dry out before good solder joints are formed. Temperature is critical because overheating can damage components and insufficient heating can cause poor solder joints. By measuring and then optimizing the thermal profile for each PCBA, Z-axis accounts for how much heat-absorbing copper is on a board and where that copper is located. If a board has heavier copper areas near lighter ones, the thermal profile changes. We use a thermal profiler made by Kick with 8 probes that attach to a PCBA. The device features a computer inside an insulated box that travels with the board inside the oven. Our reflow oven has 8 or more temperature zones. Because both the top and bottom of the PCBA are heated, there are 16 possible adjustments we can make. When factoring in board speed, that's 17 different variables. During reflow soldering, the goal is to activate the flux without getting it so hot that the alcohol flashes off. Wave soldering is less complex because only the bottom of the board is heated, and there's only 4 zones in the oven. Still, it's important to heat the board evenly, and if the flux stays too wet, bubbles are created and the solder won't have a good wave. By measuring and optimizing the thermal profile of each PCBA during pre-production, Z-axis reduces soldering defects. Thermal profiling is just another way that Z-axis continuously improves quality.